Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be trying something a little bit different, but kind of the same. So if you're impatient, I'm going to put it's going to be the same thing in the beginning of the video, but then I'm going to do some community teams at the end of the video. So if you're coming for the quick, 9-minute, 8-minute Teams Tuesday video, just watch the first 8 minutes, because that's what I'm going to do. The only difference is going to be it's going to be live commentary instead of after the fact post-com. But yeah, trying something different today. I think I got enough teams from the community on yesterday's weekly preview to do I just want to put a big number on I don't even know right now as I'm speaking how many teams I'm doing, because this is live. So I almost did a live stream, honestly. But anyway, I didn't want to get locked into that. But hey, we're going to make a bunch of teams today. It's still Teams Tuesday. It's still going to be the same thing for like the first 10 minutes. So if you want to just quit watching after 10 minutes, but then I'm going to try your teams out, shout you out, say what I think about the teams and whatnot. But we're going to start with the Faction Assault. Here's the first team, Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow. Let's just run like one battle here. We're going to try to do it quickly. Since you guys have seen this team many, many times, you get Finesse from your Guardians for your, your Guild Seals, your chests. You have to keep getting them until you get enough to not get them anymore type of stuff, I'm pretty sure. But we got the Nimbus Bow. We're using Stormcaller class. A double yellow, purple, or green banner, minusing a color we're not using. We're using Nishas and one Anu, I think. Just to make it go even faster, especially early on. Like later on I might switch to like all Nishas, but for these early battles I just use an Anu to make it go a little faster. I bought one in the shop, one potion. Sometimes I try buying none, sometimes I try buying one. But I think I've decided I'm gonna keep buying one. That's what I started with, buying one. And then Sebastian told me that you don't always have to buy one, but it's not consistent. So he's right, but it's not consistent. So just for so I don't have to think about it or get it wrong, I'm just gonna buy one. It's only 30 gems. You get enchant. But yeah, that's the first team. I am going to pause and finish out this floor, and then I'll come back with another team for you for this Faction Assault. Alright, y'all. Here we have the second team. I'm also going to announce the MVS winner on the Community tab later today. It's the 1st of the month, February. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Just kidding. But I gotta tally up, make sure certain things, and I'll announce the winner. I was gonna do it in this video, but I already started the video and I didn't tally the points yet. It's the first day, so we'll get it done today on the Community tab. We will announce the winner of the Most Valuable Center and see who got it. But here's the second team, Flammifer, Thrall, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. So this is for your higher level people. First one's your no. This one's for your higher level people that have Zul'Goth. Let's use Zul'Goth if we got it. Use it or lose it type of deal. Alright, so we got 11. We're going to do Leprechaun. Get up Zul'Goth. We're using a Fireblade class, Slayer. And we're just turning them to dust with skulls. It's a big red, might as well, huh? Skulls, and nope, Flammifer can finish them off early. This team is more impressive later on than it is early. You might even want to use like a guard's avatar or finesse like early and then switch to the Zul'Goth team later on. But let's do like one more battle with this team, and so I can explain it a little more. We got 1.3, 1.25, 1.2, 1.2, 1.3. You guys could also suggest teams for the Faction Assault if you want. If we do this again, we'll see how the views go. Some people see a bunch of minutes on the clock and they don't even click on the video. I don't think that's very smart, but that's what they do. Leprechaun, hoping to get up Thrall. There we go. Hoping it's over 13 because he gets an extra turn. Firestorm makes that possible a lot of the time. Then we have Zul'Goth, who's going to burn everybody, which is going to be good because our hero will then has Fireblade, which does triple damage to burning enemies. So that's why this team works so well. Zul'Goth instant kills, and so does the Fireblade, pretty much. And you make a bunch of skulls for the Fireblade. It's a really awesome team. If you want to make it even crazier, put a Scylla on the end instead of like I think Leprechaun. It's either Leprechaun or Thrall you change out for Scylla. Then you have that Bone Storm as well. It's just not as consistent, but it is the world record for difficulty 12 Explorer, not this, but High King Iron Gut would be the way to go if you want the world record. You could also use triple Cunning Stone Slicer, etc. But hey, that's 2 teams for you for the Faction Assault. Should help you get it done. Finesse can go all the way if you want. Guards Avadar could go all the way if you want. Cunning could go all the way if you want. And then you have Zul'Goth. If you have Zul'Goth, use it or lose it. Alright, so here we are at the World event with my teams, not the community teams yet. So I did 2 Faction Assault teams. I'm going to do 2 World event teams. That'll be mine. And then if you don't want to watch the community teams and see if you got shouted out or see what they came up with or anything or see what I think about their teams, you don't have to continue watching. I may also tell the Dennis story from yesterday if you want to stay tuned. If not, hey, 2 more teams here and you can get out of here if you want. Okay, we're doing Outer Father. This is super easy, the scoring. You don't need any mnemonic device or any crazy weird word to say to yourself. It's easy. You just do rarity order, and it's always freaking easy. Just don't pick Vine Martin. So we got Outer Father here. You know what rarity order is, right? You don't need like a weird mnemonic device because you know what rarity order is, right? It's mythic, then legendary, then epic, then ultra rare. You know, it's like that, right? So you got light blue, then yellow, then, you know, purple, then dark. You know, it's not hard. You don't need a weird mnemonic device or a visual aid. You can just easily in your brain know which color's more powerful, right? Okay, so here's the first team. It's pretty much the same as yesterday. I was trying out Huang Long, but he was just not one-shotting. If it was a more difficult battle, he was not one-shotting. Then he does like a combination of different things that never go the right way. Like, so I just switched back to double Yao Gui. We got Tulieo in first slot just so she gets up first. She uses green. Everybody uses green, so Tulieo can then cast on green and get everybody up. Reason she's in first slot is so she gets the green, any kind of green that happens off the explosion. She gets it so she can get everybody else up. Like, that's why she's in first slot. She's not supposed to be a tank or anything. I don't need a tank. I'm going to destroy them with spell damage before I need a tank. You know what I'm saying? So, no reason for a tank in this world event. So then you just cast your Yao Guis. It's not like clearing in one shot, but I'm telling you, Huang Long's not going to do that for you in certain battles. So you might as well use Yao Gui, who's way more powerful. His damage is just way higher than Huang Long. And Huang Long, with his 50% to do this, that, and the other, he never does the thing you want him to do. So here's an extra turn. Somehow she didn't get up, but now she is. Boom, boom, get kills, and cast on green. And Yao Gui, boom. Yao Gui hits super hard with these spell medals. And you don't always have to get an extra turn with him. We're just killing him with it. If he gets an extra turn, even better. I'm using what class? Let's do one more battle so I can say that. So here we have Old Man Oakroot or Swamp Lash. This might be the only time you actually need to look at the scoring. Pretty sure it's Old Man Oakroot, not Swamp Lash, right? I was just telling you all how easy it was, and then I forgot which one was worth more. It's Swamp Lash. Swamp Lash is worth more, so hey, maybe you do. I don't know. That's the only one you really need to remember, though. Swamp Lash is worth more than Old Man Oakroot. I think that's literally the only one you need to know. King Bloodwood is worth more than Outer Father. That's nothing, because King Bloodwood's a mythic and Outer Father is a legendary. So you just go with the mythic. So yeah, the only one you even need to think twice about is Swamp Lash is worth more than Old Man Oakroot. And guess what? If you didn't know that, it wouldn't really matter. You'd only miss one little point. And are you going for the leaderboard? I mean, if you're going for first place, you're 1% out of, you know? So if I, don't help that 1% guy that is already, like, looking at other, information than just my channel, I don't care. If you're going to be that petty and look for every single little point, instead of just getting this boring event done, that's up to you. If you want to be that in particular about the points. Missing one freaking berry. But you accidentally pick Old Man Oakroot instead of Swamp Lash and you miss one berry. Like, who cares about that one little berry? Now, if you picked Vine Martin instead of Yasmin's Chosen, I mean, that'd be really stupid, but that would affect your score. But I don't think anybody would ever do that. Alright, let's pick green, yeah. My class is Monk to make my whole team, Shintang for this. And now we do Tulieo on green, gets everybody up, and we just gotta cast our Yao Guis. And we win, I didn't say that. Anyway, I better get off this team. Yeah, so that's what team I'm gonna use. 2 Yao Guis, not Yao Gays, and Tulieo and Colbatine Wand. I've seen people out there using, we'll see here soon with the community teams, but I've seen people out there using like Skyhook or something. I think that's a good idea to make a bunch of red on the board. It'll help your Yao Gui, you know, do his extra turns, but you really don't. If you have 2 Yao Guis, the other one's going to get up off the enchant or the explode anyway, or the Tulieo, so it's not like you need to make all these crazy extra turns. It might go slightly smoother if you have a bunch of red on the board that you can do that extra turn and like keep it on your turn and then fire off your other Yao Gui, but it's the difference between like finishing the battle in 2 turns or 3 turns, you know what I mean? And it's only works ever so occasionally. It's not like always going to work. So the Colbatine Wand's a little bit safer. It's green, it can summon, it makes a big explosion, it gives positive status effects. I just think it's safer than the other one. But I think the other one's a great idea. Alright, let's go try to make a no team. I think I'm just going to continue, we can do it like I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Let's just do it right now, off the cuff. And then I'll pause and go get the community teams. Alright, so I cannot use Huang Long Tian Yi. I cannot use Emperor Liang, who I think is a decent troop for this event. Also Lazara, not too bad. Keelan I can't use. Yao Gui I can't use. Bahu's the first one I could use, but it's an enemy. I don't like that. Blue and purple. Ping Long deals 34 damage to all enemies, boosted by enchanted allies. So all enemies, we like that. So we're definitely going to throw him over there and consider using Ping Long. Mushu makes purple. Moon Rabbit makes yellow. That might be good. It's an empowered converter. That could help out our Ping Long get up, maybe. So I might throw that over there for now. An enemy. An enemy. We got Tulieo, maybe. But so far, our 2 troops aren't using the same color. So enchant an ally and give 3 magic to them. Then create 12 gems of one of their mana colors. That might be good. I'm going to throw her over there just in case, maybe. I might want to... See, I'm probably going to want to use 2 Ping Longs. An enemy. Diviner is probably... Enchant all allies. So that might be a good choice also. And it makes yellow. I kind of like the idea of having Empowered Converter, though. Even though it won't work every single time, sometimes it'll make your battles go really fast. Monkey makes red and yellow. And he starts with 75% mana. That's pretty good. He might be the best, most consistent way to do this. Moon Rabbit would be like risking it for the biscuit and getting a win off like first turn. Monkey Disciple might be like, hey, wait for it to its enchant to fill it up. Starts with 75%, cast it, and then boom, your Ping Long's up. That might be the more consistent way to go. Pandeska Guard might be decent. First and last enemies and explode. So... mentioning any decent options that I see. An enemy. Okay, so Pandeska Guard, Monkey Disciple, Diviner, Tulieo, Wu Hao, Moon Rabbit, Ping Long. That's what I think you should try if you don't have any legendaries, but you should go get Yao Gui, honestly. You should go get Yao Gui. He's in the event key drop table this week. He was in the Soul Forge last week. Like, I don't know why you don't have him, but this is just for people that may not have him. So now we need a weapon. I might just go see how this works, and then, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to throw her off the team and put another Ping Long. And then we'll just see how it goes, and if I don't like the Moon Rabbit, I'll put on maybe try that Monkey Disciple or maybe even a Tulieo. Since we would be using all yellow at that point. And then what's our weapon going to be? Splash damage. Scatter damage. Could always do the Colbatine Wand. I think that's a great option. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. The Sky Hero. Destroy a column for every yellow gem destroyed. Create 4 red gems. The Hook Sword. Red and yellow for each Shintang ally. That sounds great. And it uses... purple and brown. So I'd say either a Sky Hero, Hook Sword, or Colbatine Wand is the way you're going to want to go this week. I might try the Hook Sword since it's using 2 colors. Well, it does use purple, and Moon Rabbit starts empowered though, so that doesn't count. Let's get it fully. And let's recruit. And let's put it in first slot. And then Moon Rabbit in last slot. And this would probably be my no team. And for the banner, we need mostly purple and red or purple and yellow. So purple will be our first. Purple, red, minus yellow. Purple, blue. What did I say? Purple or yellow? Purple, yellow, minus red. Why they gotta be the same? Purple, yellow, minus brown. Okay, what do we not have? We have brown, purple, yellow, red, green. We're missing blue. Let's see if we have any. Double purple, brown, minus blue. No, we really don't. Well, that's poopy. I definitely want the purple on there. Let's just try purple, red, see what happens. Double red, purple, minus green. Double purple, red, minus brown. Double red, purple, minus brown. There's like no perfect banner for this team. Alright, let's take that away. Let's do this instead. Minus green, it starts empowered. That's probably our best way to go. We're doubling the purple that Moon Rabbit uses, but we're minusing the green at least. You know what I mean? It's not terrible. Everything else is just minusing stuff that we need. So green seems like the best option here. Double purple, yellow, minus green. Moon Rabbit uses purple, Hook Sword uses purple, Ping Long uses yellow, and Moon Rabbit uses green, but it starts empowered. So our class, I think I'm going to keep it on Monk. And let's see how this goes for the no team. Then I'll get into the community teams. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go find a community team. I'm going to name it or whatever. I'm going to remember who gave it to me. I'll get it all set up, and then I'll try it out, and I'll let you know how I think about it. Look at this. Perfect. Right. This is why I'm using Moon Rabbit. Ready? We got blue gems to yellow, right? Here it is. A big extra turn. It's going to keep it on our turn and give us a bunch of yellow. And give 37 life to all other allies, then bless the first ally. That gets up Ping Long immediately instead of having to wait for that 75% monkey guy or whatever. And let's see what happens. Ooh, so close. But hey, finish it with the sword. Get the Ping Longs back up. Pretty good. It's up to you, man, if you want to use the monkey or the bunny. Okay, Old Man Oak Root or Swamp Lash. It's Swamp Lash. See, I'm already remembering the only thing I need to remember. I don't have a goldfish memory, even though sometimes I do. Red extra turn. Let's do Moon Rabbit right here, you see? Instead of just taking this yellow, I'm going to do the Moon Rabbit instead. And I'm going to get a bless and some life and all that. Anything else before I kill them? Let's just get this for some gold. Get this for some gold. And finish them off. Ping Long, I think, is the way to go for your no. Alright, let's just run one more battle. This will be a more difficult battle to show you how it goes, if it works on harder battles. I hope I'm not in line with my Wi-Fi. I hate that. Alright, were you going to work every single battle, Moon Rabbit? No? Okay. Thanks for nothing. I might just go with it. I might just go with it anyway. Does good enough stuff. But you might as well cast it. Boom. Boom, we win. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, this is what I would recommend to you if you do not have... And then, hey, if you don't have the weapon that I'm using, use Koboltine Wand. If you don't have Koboltine Wand, which you should have, because it just came out like a couple months ago, and hopefully, if you haven't been playing this game for more than a few months, then you probably aren't doing this event too far anyway. But the Sky Hook, the Sky Hero, the Sky Weapons, and the Koboltine Wand is the way to go, I would say. But yeah, that's it for my teams. Let's get into the community teams. Alright, y'all, the first team we have here is from XCN. We have Koboltine Wand with Monk. He said Ocularian Banner. I'm going to see if I like that or not here right now. And then we have Wu Hao, Yao Gui, Emperor Liang. So that was XCN's team. So for the banner, you did double green, blue, minus brown. I like the minus brown. We're not using any brown, so good job there. Double green, you got 2 green troops. I like that. double plus blue. You got 2 blues. I love it. So your banner is perfect. Good job. So let's go try your team and see. Make sure you have a thick skin when you put these teams in the comments. If I'm going to use them, I'm going to critique them. So you got to have a thick skin. Just, you know, don't submit your team if you don't have a thick skin. Okay, first thought with this team. I love the banner. I love the class. Everything like that. First thought was Koboltine Wand in first slot. I don't really like it. Just for now, it's fine. But later on, I don't like putting a summoning troop in the first slot, because the way you're going to die later, if you're going to die at all, is you're going to get scalded to death, and the first slot's going to go down first, usually. So you want to put your summoning, any summoner, lower down in the team. That way you can utilize the summon if you need it, like later on. Like right now this is fine and everything, but just something to note. You may want to put your summoner further down in the team. Second thing, are you mana blocking at all? We have green, blue, we have yellow, blue, so we're good there. Red, green, that's cool. And purple, yellow. So your team looks fine. Yeah, the only thing I would say, I guess you can't put Wu Hao in first, because then it would be blocking. Well, yeah, I guess you could. You could put Wu Hao in first slot, right? And then Koboltine Wand would catch green, and nobody would be fully blocked at that point. So that would be maybe my only critique here so far, is put the Wu Hao in first slot, drop the Koboltine Wand down 1, maybe even 2. I know you're trying to get up the Koboltine Wand to get your mana generation going, so that's definitely fine right now early on. And maybe that, I think you mentioned that in your comment, that you're not sure about the Koboltine Wand placement, which is a good thought that you had there. Alright, Koboltine Wand, hey, that's why you got it in first slot. We're getting it up fast so we can get everybody else up. Alright, nobody got up there, but let's go with the I don't want to take this, because if I take it, we'll mess up our Yao Gui here. So let's just hope Yao Gui's getting up next turn either way. So now we can do it. Get an extra turn. This is a harder battle we're starting off with on your team, so we'll do your team at least one more time so it's not up against some crazy hard team. Alright, we got this. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies of the matching color 51 life and 4 magic. Ooh, and we got 13 red. Let's do red. Gets rid of the red, though. I don't like that. I probably shouldn't have done that one. Maybe should have did green. Let's take the brown. This is my first time ever using this team, by the way, so, you know, you gotta also take that with the... If I use this team 10 times, then it'd be a different story. Okay, they're dead. Alright, now we have either Wu Hao, enchant an ally and give 3 magic to them, then create 12 gems of one of their mana colors. Or we got Koboltine Wand. I think I'm going to use Wu Hao on Yao Gui. That's cool. Yao Gui got up because of that. And now let's cast it. Ooh, they're almost dead. And 1, 2, 3, you're dead. Alright, let's try this one on at least two times for each person. We have Vine Martin or... you got another tough battle here. I'm deeper in now because I already did all my teams, and it's deep on Tuesday. Let's see. It looks fine, though. The team looks fine. The only thing, like I said, is the Koboltine Wand. Maybe later on you would move it down in the team. Put Wu Hao in first, Koboltine Wand in second, or something like that. It's the only criticism I have. Otherwise, I kind of like it. Maybe 2 Yao Guis instead of the Emperor Liang or something. I think you mentioned that as well. Let's not do red. Let's do green, blue, or yellow. Let's do yellow. We'll get her up. Then we'll cast it on Yao Gui. So, like, the Emperor Liang getting rid of colors that Yao Gui needs. The Wu Hao making green is kind of weird, but seems to work. Let's do Koboltine Wand. And then Yao Gui, right? Just make sure there's no extra turns on the board. Alright, yeah. Kill the first. And we killed the second with, like, a reflect or something. That was nice. Let's just get up our wand. See how it has 91 health now? It could die pretty easily. I'd rather have Wu Hao die than Koboltine Wand. See, there it goes. It's just... That's what I was talking about. But we should still be fine. Boom, win. We won on the very next turn after our hero died, so no big deal. But I'd rather have that be Wu Hao that died there instead of the Koboltine Wand. But yeah, I like it. I think that's all I'm going to do for it. You got some hard battles there, so everybody take that into account. But good thought. I like the Wu Hao. I was thinking about using it as well. Maybe 2 Yao Guis instead of Emperor Liang, but I do like Emperor Liang as well. So overall, I like it. Alright, here's our next community team, brought to us by Imperial Topaz. Imperial went with Huang Long, Yao Gui, Spearmaster, Koboltine Wand. Pretty sure, right? Huang Long, Koboltine Wand, my bad. Koboltine Wand, Yao Gui, Spearmaster. And we got to keep in mind when people make these teams, sometimes, maybe, what if she doesn't have 2 Yao Guis? What if she, you know what I mean? What if the banners, you know? But first thought, the banner, got to do that first. I don't like the banner. You said banner of scales, right? Reason I don't like it, I never use a +1/+1. You always want to try to use a +2, +1, minus. You want to use, like in this example here, you want to use the maze banner. Whenever you can use the maze banner, always use it. Even though it's minusing purple, Huang Long will be fine. We'll get double the green and double the red. So your Koboltine Wand will get up faster, your Yao Gui will get up faster. That'll get up the Huang Long just fine. I would say go with the maze banner instead. You never want to use a +1/+1. That's for like early in the game when you just... I would recommend switching to the maze banner, honestly. We're using, I mean, the only other, if you don't want to minus the purple, we got blue, purple, yellow, green, red, brown. So we're using every single color. So what you do in that case, you want to look at the colors you have the most of. So we have 2 green, we have 2 red. So you want to do, I mean, the maze banner is perfect, but otherwise, then you pick like what's your least important troop. Probably Spearmaster. So you could look for something with minus brown. So we would just get rid of one of these 2 here and just look for a minus brown. And our mana generator is the Koboltine Wand, so I'd probably go like this. And then look, we have 2 blue. We could do double green, blue minus brown. That wouldn't be too bad. I think that's the choice. Either Occulyron or Maze Banner is what I would go with. I don't like using... I haven't used the +1/+1 banners since like I was level 500 or something. I would always use your +2s no matter what you're doing. Don't be scared to minus like 1 color on your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be my first critique with this team. Use the maze banner. Whenever you can use that maze banner, always use it. If you have multiple greens and multiple reds, who cares if you have 1 purple troop? Especially it's just Huang Long there. Well, Yao Gui is going to do most of the heavy lifting, the Koboltine Wand. So let's see how it goes, though. Pretty close to my team here. I tried Huang Long as well. You guys saw in the weekly preview. And I ended up switching back to Yao Gui. Spearmaster's the one difference here. Destroy a column, deal true damage to the weakest enemy, boosted by red gems destroyed. That sounds pretty good. Maybe that's like a, hey, I don't have 2 Yao Guis type of thing. That would be a good reason. So here, I'd probably want to get up my Koboltine Wand, first of all. Just making sure there's no crazy good cascades. So there it is. Using Monk class, right? So Huang Long's a really good tank. I get that, but, you know, it's a really good tank. I don't know. I just don't know if I would put him on the team just because of that. When we didn't really need the tank in that battle, you saw. Yao Gui kills so fast, you really don't need a tank. You could put some sort of mana generator like Wu Hao or Tulieo in first slot. They do their job, and then they die for the team, and then Koboltine Wand could summon something else in. You know what I'm saying? So Vine Martin's the worst. Let's go Swamp Lash. Huang Long does hit all enemies. It just, when you get a little bit further in, it's not going to one-shot. And then it's got all that crazy 50% weird stuff going on. Yao Gui, I feel, just hits harder and kills longer. And can get extra turns and stuff more consistently. And it's easier to get. It's a legendary instead of a mythic. I feel Yao Gui is the best troop for this event. Overall. Alright, we got the Spearmaster up, but we also have Huang Long. Let's see if Huang Long one-shots here. Take this blue first. Let's see if Huang Long one-shots. Ooh, it does. It's just like later on. If it has to do more than like 100-something damage, it doesn't one-shot anymore. Alright, let's go one more battle. You got some easy battles. Luck of the draw. Yeah, I like it. The one thing I said one thing I was saying is the banner. Always do a +2, just if you can. Always use the maze banner if you can, even if you're minusing one purple troop. Yao Gui is really going to do most of your heavy damage here. So just minusing. You still got the blue and the yellow on the Huang Long. He's just minusing purple. It's not a big deal. Plus, we're changing purple away with your Yao Gui. You're changing purple to red, so you're not going to have a lot of purple anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then the Spearmaster is like a different type of, you know, it'll finish stuff off, you know. I think another Yao Gui would be great down there, though. Let's go, let's let them take the skull since we have so much skull mitigation, that 70%. We'll just let them do that. Maybe we'll try for the, there we go, anyway. Let's see, green, yellow, red. Let's do red into green. Now we got Yao Gui. Boom, Yao Gui. Boom. So yeah, I like it, pretty good. One critique was the banner, pretty much. That's it. So that was Imperial Topaz's team. Alright, here we have Mr. Chad Plymail's team, aka Clip Bomb, our first ever MVS. Super awesome member of the community of the choir, Dragon God. Alright, he said Hook Sword, Yao Gui, Tulieo with the Maze Banner and Sun Spear. So let's see what I think about the banner first of all. We got a double green, double red, minus purple. Whenever you can use the Maze Banner, I don't think it's a bad idea. We're using brown, purple, red, green, and yellow. There's probably something you could do with minus blue here, but will it be as good as the Maze Banner? Probably not. So the Maze Banner's probably, I can't argue with that. The class, though, I can argue with Sun Spear because, I mean, Red Storm, that's good. You're going to set up your Yao Gui, and it's going to be nice and everything. The only thing is when you're using the Hook Sword, it's creating red and yellow for each Shintang ally. Now, these weapons, most of the time, if you don't have a full team of Shintang, it's not going to do very good. That mana generation, those gem spawn, that mana generation isn't going to be great. So whenever you're using one of these weapons, you kind of want to use a full team of Shintang. So the first thing I would say about your team, Chad, is I would change it to a monk class, just so you can get as much red and yellow on the board as possible whenever you cast this Hook Sword. The Sun Spear is a fine. I know you're trying to level up Dragon Guard, you said, and you mentioned Sun Spear as the, you know, the best thing you could. That was your suggestion, was Sun Spear, but you're leveling up Dragon Guard. So yeah, anytime you're doing an event, you're just leveling up a certain class. That's a great reason to use that class. But to make this team like perfect, I'd probably do a monk class. But yeah, we'll go with Sun Spear like you mentioned. But that'd be my first thought here. Whenever you use these weapons, these types of weapons, you want to do what it says there, or else it's just going to be way weaker, and you might as well use Koboltine Wand or something that's going to explode, or that Sky Hook, the other Sky Sword, whatever that other weapon is. If you're using this weapon, you want to have a full team of Shintang. That's my point. Do what it says on the weapon. Otherwise, it's just so weak, it doesn't get extra turns. You got to have 4 Shintangs to get extra turns, and that's what you're going for. Whenever you use those typings of weapons, you're going for extra turns. So you don't want to make a bunch of colors on the board and set them up. You're going to set the enemy up for an extra turn because you're making it slightly weaker. So you're making it to where the enemy is going to get... You're like kind of lobbing it up there for the enemy at that point. You know what I mean? You're making just enough of each color on the board that they're going to match an extra turn, not you. Alright, we got 2 Yao Guis, man. Let's just go. Boom. You got a really hard battle on this first one, man, so... I like the Tulieo, though. I love the Tulieo because your whole team... you know, your Hook Sword's brown and purple, though. You kind of want to use Tulieo. You also want to use a team that uses all the same color. So that's another thing I'd mention. Just, you know, thick skin, thick skin. Let's go with green since everybody that's left uses green. And we'll finish them off. So still survived on a very tough battle. But yeah, those are the 2 things I'd mention with this team. That just a tweak, if you would. I know you're leveling up a class, so that's totally understandable. But the things I'm noticing with this team, Hook Sword, I'd want to use Monk class to have full Shintang to make sure it's making the most red and yellow possible to try to get extra turns. And then Tulieo, usually you use this when you got a full team of the same color, so you can get the most out of it. So you want like a green weapon here, maybe. So the weapon is the problem, basically, with this team. I think you'd be better off with the Koboltine Wand. It uses blue. You don't use blue. It uses green. Tulio would then be hitting every single ally. So that's what I would mention. I would say let's put Tulio back up in first. So it's basically my team. You know, switch it to my team, bro. Well, let's try your team one more time here. Oh, why'd I do that? All right, let's go again. Maybe I can show you why the weapon. Let's see if it hits or not. We may not need it though if we got Yao Gui up right away. Let's just cast it for educational purposes. Remember that? Let's just cast this for educational purposes. Red and yellow, which is good because we, you know, Yao Gui uses red, Tulio uses yellow, so that's a good thought. Let's see. Hey, we did get an extra turn. So 3 is like borderline. Usually you want to do the best you can though and get 4 usually. But hey, now we got this. Maybe I should just shut up and use it the way you got it. You know what I mean? But some things you just are true whether it happens in the one battle that you're testing it in or not. You know what I mean? It's still true whether it happens or not. So we cast on green. And yeah, I guess we'll get Tulio up again. Cast on green again. 2 Yao Guis. Boom. Well, that's just, you know, my thoughts. You don't ever have to take my advice. Just, these are my thoughts for this team. I would switch to the Colleen wand and move the Tulio to first slot. And then, that's what I would go with if I was going to critique that team. But still a good team, man. Good job. Thank you for the team. Alright, here we have Mr. Faceless One's team. The freaking Reaper. He says, Huang Long, Diviner, Colleen Wand, Moon Rabbit, Monk Class, Dripping Caverns banner. Alright, let's see what I think about this one. He has a double blue, green, minus red banner, so he's minusing red. That's good. We're not using red, so he's minusing red. That's good. Double blue, we have 2 blue troops. That's okay. Green plus green, that's good. Maybe he just minus the red and found the best banner. I don't know. Let's see. Let's minus red, find the best banner. We got double green, brown. We got double blue, green. We got double green, purple. Yeah, but Moon Rabbit starts empowered. We got double blue, purple. Double yellow, double purple, green. Double purple, green. I would like a double green, honestly. If there's a double green, purple minus red, well, I would switch it up. You're going with the double blue to get your Colleen wand up. I mean, you're going all in on your Colleen wand. I see that. If it was me, though, I always double up on the whatever has the most. So it'd be green. But Huang Long and Colleen wand seem like to be your most important troops. So you're doubling up on those. I get it. So I think it's a good choice. I think Spider Banner would be another good choice. But I wouldn't change it. I just mentioned this would probably be what I would use, the Spider Banner. I just always go all in on whatever color I have the most of. And usually I go all in on my mana generators too. But I don't know. Slime Banner seems fine. Monk Class seems fine for the Colleen wand. Yep. Alright, we got Diviner who makes yellow. Huang Long uses yellow. You're kind of going all in on Huang Long. Moon Rabbit turns blue to yellow. You're going all in on that Huang Long, man. So, let's see what happens. Faceless One. Yeah, you're going to have to cast that Huang Long twice. Especially watch this battle. This is going to be a perfect example of why I'm not using Huang Long. But Moon Rabbit, look at this. Perfect start. Now, if he gets an extra turn, which he has a 50% chance to get an extra turn, everything will be cool. But if he doesn't, then it's annoying. Let's see here. See how... That's not even going to two-shot. Now we have Diviner, though. Chosen color to yellow. So let's find a color that would make an extra turn, like brown. We don't even use brown, do we? Oh, yeah, we do, but still. That made a ton of yellow. Do we have any extra turns? Blue. Anything else? I don't really see anything, so we'll Colleen wand. Gets our Huang Long up. Another problem with this team, Huang Long's your only mana, or your only damage dealer. So if you lose it, you're kind of screwed. But then you got your Colleen Wand can summon in something else. So every time I bring up something for this team, there's usually a reason. It seems like. So I think he's thought it through. It seems. Huang Long again, but look, I mean, this is a tougher battle once again, so he got unlucky with the tougher battle. It could have wiped any other battle, it could have shot one shot. Let's go Colleen Wand again. Let's go Diviner again. We're going to cast it on... Love to do it on purple, yep. Make sure you pick a color where you would get an extra turn. Green, extra turn. You do green into skulls. Sure. We got Diviner again. Let's do, love to do blue. Yep. There's a red extra turn, but we're going to wipe them. No big deal. So it took 3 shots there. That's why I'm using Yao Gui, because I think Yao Gui would take maybe 2. He might be, I don't know. I just like having two Yao Guis rather than one Huang Long. King Bloodwood. Or Yao Gui and a Huang Long, or something like that. Yao Gui just seems like the star of the show, in my opinion. No matter what. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully it's an easier battle for you. So it can show like what you're going for. Yeah, this will be way easier. You're going all in on Huang Long for stuff like this. So this is perfect for like early battles. If you have Huang Long, I would even think, like, I would use this team early and then switch to Yao Gui later. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. That's the smartest thing to do. Alright, we got our Moon Rabbit. Perfect. Huang Long will wipe the crap out of him. Anything under, like, 80 or 90, he should wipe them in one shot. Maybe even 100. I think he hits for, like, 80, late 80s or 90s. So, you'll figure it out. If you use this team, you'll know what he hits for. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll move on to the next team. And hey, he's got that 70% reduction, and then you got your Colleen Wand to summon in. It's still pretty safe. We got Moon Rabbit. It's hit every single time, I think. So that's nice. Huang Long wipes him out. Yeah, I think anything under 100, you're probably going to wipe in one shot. But as you saw in that first battle, you're going to get stuff where it's going to not one-shot anymore. But yeah, great team. You went all in on Huang Long. I can see that. I don't think anything's really wrong with the team at all. I just like Yao Gui better. That's the only thing I got to say negative about it. Alright, y'all. So that was the last team that you guys submitted. So shout out to you all. Faceless One, Chad, Imperial, and Go-Go, I think it was. Shout out to y'all for your teams. I really appreciate it. It made a neat video today. So, appreciate y'all submitting your teams and being brave enough to take a little criticism, because that's like, what else am I gonna do? Just say, yay, you're awesome, you know? I gotta like pick it apart just for the video purposes to make it entertaining, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, most all of them were great. One minor little tweak on a couple of them. Some people, you know, you're going with one thing, I'm thinking another thing. Like, it is what it is. As far as the dentist goes, might as well get this out of the way. So I went into the dentist, right? I told him, hey, this tooth hurts really bad. This one you guys worked on last time. And I tried to say it like as to where I wasn't saying they did something wrong. So then they take x-rays, right? And like a bunch of x-rays on this one tooth. Okay, so then I go into the room, I sit there, the dentist comes in, the same guy that worked on my teeth, and he did a great job. Like, I like this dentist, it's just the one tooth just never felt right. But the reasoning that I didn't go straight back is they both didn't feel right, and then the one, like, got better over a couple weeks. Like, it needed to, I don't know. I got a cap, and it just didn't feel right at first, and then it, like, tightened up and felt better after I, ate a bunch, used it. So the other one, I was waiting for that to happen. It never happened. And then by then, we were 3-4 weeks out, and I was just dealing with it. I'm like, I just won't chew on that side. It is what it is. And it was fine. I just avoided it. I chewed on the other side. Everything was okay. It wasn't terrible. It's better than before I went. So now I'm in there again telling them about this tooth. Like, it hurts really bad. Like, severe torture pain. Like, to where I had to put water in my mouth every 30 seconds. I couldn't sleep. Like, it would get worse and worse and worse until I put water in there. I went to the urgent care. I got amoxicillin. It helped. So there's obviously something wrong if amoxicillin helped. But they tell me nothing is wrong with it. nothing is wrong with the tooth. And in my head, I'm like, are they just saying that because they're the ones that fixed it? Or, and then they're looking at the x-rays, they're saying they can't find anything wrong with it. They acknowledge that I have a sinus infection. They acknowledge that that's probably why the amoxicillin helped. They said my gums are really, really red around that tooth. And, but they of course, they found like 2 small cavities on like my bottoms. Like I knew about one of them, but I didn't know I had 2. They always do that, bro. I bet you I know I have 1, so I know that's true. But I bet you the other one's like really, really tiny, and they just want to get more stuff written down on their freaking pad so they can charge whoever for it. Insurance. But yeah, it was weird. They said nothing's wrong with it. That like made me panic and have anxiety inside. I'm like, what are you talking about? How's nothing wrong? Like imagine that your elbow just hurts really bad, and then you go to the doctor and they x-ray it and they tell you nothing's wrong and it's just going to keep hurting. Like, that's how it felt. Like, you're just telling me that you're not going to do anything to it? Like, it's just going to keep hurting like that? But they were like, well, you know, we'll do a cleaning. We'll fix the other 2. We'll give you the special toothpaste that, like, helps with your gums and your sensitive teeth or whatever. And I'm like, all right, man, I guess whatever you guys say, we'll try it out. But I said, I'm coming back if it still hurts, though. You know that. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. And it was just weird. It was weird. How is nothing wrong with something that just hurts that bad? It's like one of the worst, maybe not like the worst pain I've ever had, but it's just the most constant worst pain I've ever had. So imagine like a 9.5, like constantly. And I know there's probably like worse, you know, like piercing pain, but just overall, like how long it lasted and how intense it was, like it was the worst ever. Like because of that. It was really, really, it hurt really, really bad, and it was, like, constant, and it got worse and worse and worse. So I could imagine, like, something hurting a little bit worse, but just, like, for less time. Like, this was, like, I'd rather have it over with type of stuff. But anyway, that was what happened at the dentist. It was really weird, and I'm going back, I'm going back next week. I don't want to say exactly when, but going back, well, you'll know. Going back next Friday. And, they're going to fix the other stuff, which isn't going to help this one, I don't think, but they said it might help because one of them's on the same side, and maybe it's like flaring up my gums and making that sensitive tooth worse or something. It was just really weird how the pain hurts in this tooth, and I can't chew on that tooth, and that's what I said. I said, well, what's the point of that tooth if I can never use it? And you guys are telling me nothing's wrong with it, but I can't even use it. Like, what's the point of it? And they're like, yeah, that's how it is sometimes, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, let's just pull it out. But they don't want to. They said we can't do anything if there's nothing wrong with it. We can't just pull a tooth for no reason. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. We'll just get the other 2 fixed. We'll get a cleaning. We'll use the paste. We'll see what happens. But I'm just worried the intense torture pain is going to come back all of a sudden, like 3 weeks from now. And then what? But anyway, I'm going to finish up my amoxicillin and start using that paste. Go get a real good cleaning and get those other things fixed. And I hope that sorts it out. Maybe it's the sinus infection. Maybe it was from the COVID, you know, because that's when it happened. Like, it started hurting really bad. Then I tested positive, and then I had the C word for a whole week, and then once I got over that, it started hurting again real bad. So I think it's like having to do with the same thing. The sinus infection, the COVID, the red gums, the other cavities, the blah, blah, blah. It's all making an S-storm in my face. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for a live stream. Live stream? You guys want a live stream tomorrow? 10 a.m. EST? Sounds good to me. Yeah, maybe even a little earlier. We'll live stream tomorrow. I'll see y'all there. I'll tally up the... if you're really smart and you want to be really sneaky, you can still go try to get your comments on Saturday, Sunday, Monday videos. But I'm going to be tallying it up today, and then I'll put out a community tab post later that declares the winner. Anyway, see you guys. Love you. You're the best. Peace out.